Once upon a time, in a tiny cottage at the edge of a quiet village, lived a poor boy named Jack and his kind mother. They had very little, just a small garden, a warm hearth, and one old cow named Daisy. One morning, Jack's mother sighed and said, "Jack, we have no more food and no money. Please take Daisy to the market and sell her for a fair price." So Jack set off down the road, gently leading Daisy by a rope. Along the way, he met a curious old man with a long cloak and a twinkle in his eye. "Good morning," the man said. "I'll give you 5 magic beans for that cow." Magic beans? Jack blinked. They glowed in the sunlight and shimmered like tiny stars. It sounded exciting, so Jack agreed and handed over the cow. He raced home with the beans in his pocket, eager to share the good news. But when he told his mother, she was not pleased. "You traded our only cow for beans," she cried. She was so upset that she tossed the beans out the window and sent Jack to bed without supper. But something magical happened that night. When Jack woke up the next morning, the sky outside was dark with green vines twisting high above the clouds. A giant beanstalk had grown all the way up into the sky. "They really were magic," Jack gasped. Without thinking twice, he began to climb. He climbed past the trees, through the clouds, and finally reached the top. There, in the sky above the clouds, stood a castle, enormous, ancient, and shimmering with gold. Suddenly, a giant woman came out. "I'm a poor kid. Could I find something to eat?" said Jack to the giant woman. "No, kid. This is not a place for you, kid," she said. Then again, she felt for poor boy and said, "I will give you food, but you have to work." Jack agreed immediately. He got into the giant house and started working. Suddenly, the ground shook with thunderous footsteps. Came a deep voice, "I smell the blood of an Englishman." Terrified, Jack hid under the table as a giant woman came. The giant's wife, much kinder than her husband, spotted Jack hiding. "Quick, boy, hide. If he finds you, you'll be dinner," she whispered. As the giant ate his meal and then dozed off, Jack noticed a nag of gold coins. "These could help my mother and me," Jack thought. He quietly grabbed the bag and ran as far as he can. Then he went through the beanstalk to his home. His mum, surprised seeing him after a long time, and hugged him tightly. "My Jack, don't go anywhere without informing me," she said to Jack. They lived a happy life, spending all the gold coins for some time. After some time, they both become poor again. Jack decided to go to the giant house again. He secretly climbed the beanstalk without informing his mom, as she would never allow him to go. Then Jack got into giant house with the permission of the giant lady, as same as the last time. Jack saw a hen that laid golden eggs. Then he stole the giant's hen who lays golden eggs and ran quickly. Then Jack and the mother lived a happy life again. After some times, they become poor again because they had not saved anything for future. Then Jack went to the giant house again to steal something. He saw a harp that played music all by itself. This time, Jack stole his harp. But suddenly, "Master, master," the harp cried. The giant awoke and bellowed, "Thief!" Jack ran as fast as he could back to the beanstalk. The giant came rumbling after him, shaking the clouds with every step. Jack slid down the beanstalk like lightning. When he reached the ground, he shouted, "Mother, bring the axe." With a few swift chops, the beanstalk swayed, cracked, and finally crashed to the ground, bringing the giant down with it. He was never seen again. From that day on, Jack and his mother never went hungry. The hen laid golden eggs, and the harp filled their home with music and joy. They got into the giant house and they lived happily ever after.